Hello Pups with Purpose families. So happy that all the transitions of our gorgeous little pups going to your homes has happened smoothly, staggered this week, and I think that has definitely been the best option for Pebbles too. So because on Saturday we are going to have our morning tea puppy play date, which was going to be home time day, but home time days kind of got pushed forward a little bit. As you can see, I've still got one little pumpkin here and my other assistant down there. The others are in here too. I thought I would just do a quick little video to show you what's in your puppy pack, because I know that on Saturday we're going to be playing with puppies and drinking tea and eating scones. So here's just a quick little rundown just so you know what's in the pack and why I've popped it in there. So first things first, we have our beautiful little Huggy pup. So he looks like this when he's in the box. And as we have talked about leading up to today, he has got a heartbeat and a wheat pack inside. So the puppies have been sleeping with him since the get-go. So they are used to what he sounds like, what he feels like, and they absolutely love him. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll try and... You can maybe hear that, maybe not. But yeah, they have loved him. So he will help, I'm hoping help your transition for night times to be a little bit smoother at your place. The other thing that's going to help with your transitions is your little puppy blanket, which has been sleeping in with your puppies since they were newborn. So it has their scent, their litter mate scent, their Charlie and Pebbles mum and dad scent on there as well. So everyone's scent is on this blanket. It's really special blanket with all the awesome smells on it. Just your basic essentials. Puppy pee pads. You can choose which ones you get. I usually get these ones, are the bigger size from Kmart, and I just find the more surface area you can cover, the less guesswork it takes out of it for the puppy to try and land in the right spot. So you'll have some puppy pee pads. You also have a roll of the dog brand poop bags. They're biodegradable, they smell pretty on the inside, but they're not as strong as the cheaper ones that you can get from Woolies or Kmart. So just be aware of that. When you pull them off the roll, don't like pull it really hard because they split sometimes. But yeah, I bought them to try them out and they're good, but they're not probably, I probably won't buy them again, let's be honest. Along that note, also, these will be your best friend, pet wipes. These are just from Kmart, like $1 something a packet. You can get a bigger packet of 100 as well. These are really great for wiping little muddy puppy paws, little bottoms if they need it. Sometimes their fur, if they haven't gone for their trim yet, gets a little bit hay going down the bottom. So give them a nice little clean and wipe with just those little wipes there. When it comes to bathing your puppies, so I take Pebbles and Charlie to get a groom with our groomer probably every 6 to 8 weeks. It's totally up to you how often you do it. But in between, I bath them at home myself, and in your puppy pack, I have included the Plush Puppies shampoo, and this is a natural body shampoo, but it's called Natural Body Building Shampoo, and it is specifically for the more poodly kind of coats, and it is beautiful. So that's what I would use for shampoo. Then my secret weapon, this guy, Reviver Coat. I'm not working on commission, by the way. But I know this looks like an infomercial, but it's not. Reviver Coat is like a mousse, and I just, when I've washed the puppies or the dogs, I towel dry them, and then I pop a little bit of this in my hand, rub it around, and then just rub it through their fur. It's like a leave-in conditioner, and it just makes their fur so soft, and it smells beautiful. And the puppies will be used to that smell because when I gave them their first bath, that was what was used, and that's what Charlie and Pebbles and Pippa have also been using. So that will be a familiar smell to them. In your puppy pack, I don't have it here right now because I'm still waiting on the delivery. I have ordered the same puppy food that they've been having since they were weaning, and it's the Royal Canin brand Puppy Mini. So our dogs will be under 10 kilos, so you want the mini version of this. This is wet food in a sachet. I've just popped one of those in there for you to try out and see if they like it. They haven't had this before. They've been on the dry kibble only, and that is basically to keep their poops nice and firm and easy to pick up and all of that. And it's also good to just only introduce new things into their diet slowly. So that's why I'm recommending you stick with the Royal Canin Puppy Mini kibble, and there will be a 2 kilo bag of that in your puppy pack. So that should keep you going for the first little while. And I would probably recommend roughly 2 weeks, leave them on that kibble. And then if you would like to try other types of kibble, you can start transitioning them by popping a little bit of the new kibble in with the Royal Canin kibble and just sort of, space it out that way. Don't just go, okay, boom, no more Royal Canin, all the new one. You'll probably end up with runny poops and probably not a happy puppy. So I would, any food changes, you transition slowly. Also, I'm a firm believer in, I don't feed my dogs anything other than dog food. So they do not get given little bits of this and little bits of that from the dining room table. And as a result, they have never had stomach issues. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it'll be fine. They can eat this, they can eat that. You do you. It's your puppy. You do what you want. I've personally chosen to just keep life simple, and that was also helped with the toileting and all of that. The 2 big no-nos, the ones of you who've got dogs will already know this, but 2 major no-nos which are pretty common around households are grapes and chocolate, both toxic to dogs, so avoid grapes and chocolate. I didn't know that when I got my first puppy, and when I found out I was like, I have both of those in my house all the time. So yeah, they're just 2 little by the wayside things to avoid. But Google is great, and you can find out all the things that dogs shouldn't eat and should eat and can eat and can't eat and all of that. And there'll be 1,000,001 different opinions. And that was the other reason too why I've pretty much just stuck to kibble, because my dogs have kibble and 1 lot of wet food a day, and that just basically avoids any confusion, any tummy issues, just keeps life simple. So also in the bag on that note as well of things going in their mouth, I have used and been using these little puppy rewards. They're tiny, as you can see, they're just tiny little bite-size treats, actually in the shape of hearts, which is quite cute. One little treat is plenty per reward. So this lasts for ages, and it's no added artificial colours, flavours, preservatives, Australian made. And this, I have tried so many different types of treats, and this has been the one that both Charlie and Pebbles have loved and have not given them an upset tummy at all. And you can get it at Woolies, so that's a bonus. Okay, this is in your puppy pack, and it is just the most sweet book. Actually, Sidoni gave me one, I think it was for Mother's Day, and I just fell in love with it, so I bought one for you as well. It's basically just a beautiful book with little quotes and things about how significant dogs can be in our lives. And because we are all about Pups with Purpose, this book just gives, it's just a coffee table book that's just got beautiful illustrations and little inspirational quotes and things, and just talks about sometimes, all the different reasons why dogs have a purpose in our world. So I thought that was really appropriate for our business and for you as our families. So I've popped that in there, and my plan is to write a cute little message in there from Charlie and Pebbles to your puppy, just as a little memento, which I know they will never read, but it's just for our little sentimental reasons. Okay, and last but not least, because this is our birthday party litter, I've gone and bought a little birthday cake toy for each of the puppies, because that would just be a reminder forever and a day that they were our birthday party litter, our very first litter, born on Sidoni's birthday party on the 28th of May, and this is just a little toy to remind them and remind you of that. So that's what's in your puppy pack. Little cute array of bits and bobs. Probably one of the more important bits is this. This is your Pups With Purpose puppy pack folder, and in your folder will come your little vet booklet, and in that it has got the details of their vaccinations and the date of their next one is just listed here, so you can book in with the vet for that. I have also given them, they've all had a flea and tick treatment, not the NexGard Spectra, because that starts from 2 kilos up and they were under 2 kilos. So we used the Simparica, which was recommended by the vet, and so they've all had that. They've all been wormed every 2 weeks, and they've had their first lot of vaccinations. They've had their microchips put in, so they're all good to go. On home time day or our tea party day, I will also jump online with each of you, and we will do the transfer for the microchip number over into your names. So in your pack is also a little congratulations letter. This one is for Justina, Leon and Enzo, and it has just got a few helpful hints about our routine, feeding, vaccinations, toileting, and yeah, just the basic essentials of what we've been doing with the pups. And then on the next page of that, I have listed off the products we love. So the food products that I've been using, the treatments that they've been having or will go on to have, and grooming information, some of which is in your pack. And I've put down on here the name and number of my groomer, just in case you were looking for one and you would like to use Shirley as well. Then this part of the packet is what has come from the program and the curriculum that I've been following with the pups. So this part gives you just a breakdown and an explanation of the puppy recall. So you've all heard me saying puppy, and we've all been saying that over and over. Puppy. Can you see Fleur? She's like, what do you want? What do you want? All the puppies turn their heads. The treat game. So this is also something I've started with them, and I've just used those little treats that are in your puppy pack for that. That is a really good one. So with Pippa now, I've just been doing all of this with Pippa as well. So with Pippa, basically, I just now, if she's running in the opposite direction and I want her to come back straight away and she's not responding to puppy, I call treat, and she bolts all the way back to me, and I always make sure I follow up with an actual treat, but it's a really good way of avoiding dangerous situations, or if you're wanting them to come back quickly and they're not listening. Lots and lots of reward at this point is what they love. Lots of, big puppy party. Woo, fuss, you're amazing. Okay, there's also in here the new puppy care handout, and that covers everything from chewing, jumping, feeding, potty training, kennel use. Now some of these words are American because this was an American program, so kennel, we call that a crate, potty we say toilet, that kind of thing. Socializing and developmental stages, obedience training, vet care, parasites, puppy massage. So since your puppy was little, like tiny, we've been doing the handling exercises with them. So and in here she's called it puppy massage, and it's got the 10 steps, and this is just desensitizing them to all different types of touch and getting them used to being handled by groomers and vets and all the different people in their world. And you'll probably notice that the puppies are pretty calm when you're picking them up and handling them and all of that, and that's because they've been having this from the get-go. And I'll do some other videos showing you guys how I used to do that. Talks about the puppy crazies, which we call zoomies. Lots of love and patience needed. Now, go home instructions. So obviously all of this stuff is just a guideline, and I know that some of you have already had dogs before, so you've got your own way of doing things, and that is totally fine. But for anyone who wants a refresher or a different perspective or hasn't had a puppy before, this stuff's perfect. So it gives you all the information about, you know, keeping the house quiet and calm and doing all the toilet training and all that stuff. Now, for the last 9 weeks, we have been doing lots of training with your pups to get them to the point where they've come home now. We've done 9 weeks, and tag, it's your turn. So in your puppy pack is a big long checklist here, and that just gives you a guide of all the things to expose your puppy to in the next 8 weeks. So now that your pups come home, there's some things that you can be doing as well, and that will just continue on from where we left off. And when you get to the end of that time, you are going to have a puppy that you can pretty much take anywhere, meet anyone, and they will be the most beautiful, calm puppies. A lot of where people go wrong with their doggos, and I've learnt this the hard way too, is with Pebbles, I didn't take her out often enough and didn't take her in the car often enough, and now she hates going in the car. So with Pippa, I have learnt, and you know, Charlie's temperament, totally different. He will go anywhere and do anything, but that's part of his temperament. Part of what you can guide and train through the activities that you do will help dogs who have a little bit more of a nervous temperament, like Pebbles, to not be so nervous about these situations and stay nice and calm. So that list is in there for you to go through with them. And the 10-step puppy handling exercise, that's all written out there nice and clear, gives you those instructions. That's the same thing as the puppy massage. So that is what is in your packet. I will also now, during this week, I was going to write up the temperament reports for each of your individual little pups. Obviously, things have got fast-tracked a little bit, so I will include that into your puppy pack for Saturday. I'm just going to write down my observations of your pup through their developmental stages, and just give you a little insight into their temperament and their personality type and things to watch out for. Because as we know with humans, every personality has strengths and weaknesses. Same thing with our doggos. Every type of temperament has strengths and weaknesses. So if we know what they are, we can work with them and equip our pups to be the best pups with purpose that we can be. So I would love your feedback. If you can, have a think about everything, the whole journey from start to finish, from that first little visit at 2 weeks all the way through, and give me some feedback on Saturday. I would absolutely love that, because obviously this is my first time around, and yeah, I'm on a big learning journey too. And if there's things that I can do better, I would love to hear from you guys about that. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. It's just been amazing, and I definitely feel like these pups have a purpose in your family and in your life, and they've had a massive purpose in mine too. So my hope is that every person that comes into contact with your pup will see how special they are, and that every day with every encounter that their purpose will be fulfilled, whether that's in classroom, whether that's at home with you, whether that's playing with your kids or at the park or wherever it is. I look forward to hearing all the stories about them as they grow, and look forward to our regular puppy play dates and catch ups as well. Okay, love you guys, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.